Hey, how's it going? Z here from Realtors Acquisition, and today in this video I'm going to be talking about the 3 lead generation funnels that you could be using. 2 of them paid, and the last one that I'm going to be describing is the one that you can actually do for completely free. So stick around and I'll show you exactly how to build out all these funnels. So the 3 kinds of lead generation funnels that you could possibly have in your lead generation campaigns is the lead squeeze funnel, the survey funnel, and the summit funnel. And what you'll notice with all these 3 kinds of funnels is that I focus mainly on the email that I'll be collecting from these leads. I don't really focus on the numbers too much. Just because it's not really best practice to cold leads that have just entered into your funnel. They're still relatively cold/warm, so calling them, they're not going to respond the best. The best approach is to actually use their email to further warm them up into a hot lead in which they'll most likely apply to hop into a call with you. So yeah, that's why in this video you'll notice that it's more email centric compared to numbers. So to start off with, we have a lead squeeze funnel. A lead squeeze funnel is basically just a funnel that gets a lead's contact details by giving them something of value in return, usually called a lead magnet. So in order to have a lead squeeze funnel, you need to first have some sort of lead magnet. And what I would suggest for this lead magnet is that if in your business you already have some sort of info product, right? An ebook, a course, something to that effect, then what I would suggest is to create a sample version of this paid info product so that you could use that as a lead magnet. It's the most efficient way to create a lead magnet, the most time efficient way, and it also creates this domino effect that I'll explain later on. So you have the lead magnet, and then you get the lead's contact info, their email, in exchange for this lead magnet. Once they fill out the registration form or the lead magnet form, you'll let them download the sample, or you'll email them the sample. On that thank you page, you want to have some headline saying, wait, you're not done yet. We'll send the samples to you within 10 minutes or so. That 10 minutes buys you enough time on that thank you page to present to them a low ticket offer. And what you can do is actually set up some sort of video sales letter to present to them, okay, so what I've sent to you is a sample. That is great, you're gonna get a lot of value out of the sample, I hope you do. However, this is only a bite size of a massive info product that I actually have that you can actually purchase for 30 bucks, 40 bucks, or whatever. And in that VSL, you'll basically present to them why it's so important for them to get this low ticket product and all the testimonials that you've had for this low ticket product. And at the end, you'll just point them towards a direction of how they can buy it, which is basically gonna be a big button at the bottom of the screen. Now, basically what you've started by doing this is introducing your prospect to the next step of the value ladder in your business. Your goal here is to take them as far up the value ladder as you possibly can. So once your prospect has purchased this low ticket product, which by the way covers your ad spend, you can now introduce them to a higher ticket product. Not a completely high ticket product, but a higher ticket product. You can continue to bring them up that value ladder. And this can go endlessly. You can go 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, whatever. You just want to identify the hyperactive buyers, because as I mentioned before in the previous video, 8 to 10% of prospects and buyers are actually hyperactive buyers. Once they have their credit card out, they will buy the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, and you don't want to miss out on that. So that's a lead squeeze funnel. Now what you have is a list of leads that you can continue to warm up in an email marketing sequence, more commonly known as a soap opera sequence. The reason why it's called a soap opera sequence is because you send them consecutive emails that kind of tease the next email. They relate back to the previous one and they tease the next one. So if you think about soap opera TV episodes or TV shows, they always tease and end on a cliffhanger for the next one. And you want your emails to do the same. That's why it's called a soap opera sequence. And this is basically to warm up your lead to further bring them up that value ladder. So that's a lead squeeze funnel. Now that you know which leads have bought the products and which leads haven't, you now know which leads fit into which segments. You now have the subscribers that haven't purchased. You now have the subscribers that have bought the cheapest product that you have. You now have the subscribers that have bought multiple products. You've got all these different segments and you can email market to them differently depending on which segment that they're in. This is the extra tip. And in order to run a lead squeeze funnel, you will need to have some sort of traffic towards that landing page, usually done through ads. The second kind of lead gen funnel that you could possibly have for your business is called a survey funnel. Now, survey funnel is essentially just a lead squeeze funnel, but a little bit more customized to each prospect that lands onto your landing page. You will need to run some ads towards the survey funnel. It can be organic, but it will be more reliable if you run some sort of ad traffic into this survey funnel landing page. So what is a survey funnel? A survey funnel is basically some sort of quiz that you can send to your prospect to answer a bunch of questions and customize a solution to their problem. So I want you to take the example of maybe lawn care. I don't know exactly what the name is, but let's say lawn care. Maybe they're having the problem of they're seeing a bunch of white spots everywhere on their lawn. So they're answering a bunch of questions, and at the end of that quiz, they get a solution to that problem. Maybe they have to purchase this product, or maybe they need to water their lawn more. Whatever it may be, they get the unique solution to their problem. This means that you have to customize a result, a PDF, or some sort of solution to every single circumstance that you could get from this quiz. It sounds complicated, but typically it can be completely artificially done. Maybe you have a couple of questions here and there in the quiz that actually make a difference to the final result. That being said, you do have to customize a result for each different prospect. Once they reach the end of that quiz, they now reach another squeeze page. And on that squeeze page is basically they fill in their name and their email address, and they get the customized PDF sent to their email, or they get to download the customized PDF. It's essentially the same as what we did in the lead squeeze page. Now on the results page, you want to first of all confirm that they're going to be sent a PDF within the next couple of minutes or so, and that buys you enough time for them to read the next page. And the next page is going to say something like, based on your answers to this quiz, your number one problem that is stopping you from doing this is because of this, right? And the solution to this problem is this. And what you might have under that headline is a case study of a previous client, a previous testimonial that you've had that is similar to the current situation that the prospect is in. The more tailored and customized this case study video is, the higher your conversion rate will be in them purchasing the next product. That case study will be selling the next product on your value ladder, and that next info product should be customized towards this prospect's particular problem. So this whole survey funnel, the more customized and the more tailored it is towards this particular prospect, the higher your conversion rates will be. My approach when it comes to this is always start off with a low ticket product. A buyer is a buyer at the end of the day. Even if they don't purchase a high ticket product, they might want to purchase a low ticket product, so you don't want to miss out on that. You want to make sure that there is something for them to buy. And at the end of that, on the next page, you can then help them ascend up that value ladder. And obviously the whole point why we have that value ladder is because we want to identify who those hyperactive buyers are. And of course, once you have the emails and contacts after the lead squeeze page, you can continue to warm those leads up in an email marketing sequence. Now, the last lead generation method that you could have is a summit funnel. And this is actually completely free on your end. However, even though it's free, it will require a little bit more work on your end as well. So basically what a summit funnel is you find a bunch of respected characters and personalities in the particular industry that you're in that own the audience that you want to own. And you find them and you bring them into one room and you interview them. So a good size for a summit is around 30 speakers. And what you want to do is you want to get them into a room and kind of just pre-record interviews with them all separately. And the interviews will be around 15 minutes to 45 minutes, not too long, but just enough to provide value to their audience. Now, once you've recorded these interviews, you obviously want to put them all together into one video. You can edit them, whatever. You want to create a landing page for people to get access to these interviews at a certain date. So it's pre-recorded, however, you're going to present it almost as if it's a live sort of webinar sort of thing. And that landing page that you create is just going to be for people that want to register to watch this summit at that particular date. So once you've created that funnel, you want your guest speakers to promote that particular summit to their email list. And this is where you start generating leads for completely free. You'll start to get a high volume of traffic to your summit landing page, and a bunch of people will start registering for that summit landing page. Now, you don't have to stop there. A bunch of people Once they register for that landing page, obviously you will get their emails to warm them up in your sequence later on. However, there's going to be a bunch of people that are still buyers. You want to identify the buyers. On the confirmation page, you do want to say, look, we've sent you an email on how you can actually watch this summit. If you want, we can give you an all access pass. Watch this summit anytime, anywhere, even after the summit has ended. And we can even add some extras for you. For example, an MP3 recording of the summit, or cut out bloopers of the summit, or maybe all access pass behind the scenes of the summit. You can purchase that all access pass for maybe like 30, 40 bucks, but all you want to do is identify who the buyer is. And obviously, just like before, we would email them a soap opera sequence and try to move them up that value ladder. So that's the end of today's video. If you would like a more tailored approach to your specific online marketing, then you can click the link below. It's a 30-minute discovery call link, and we can have a chat about whether or not it would make sense to work together. So I hope you got a lot of value out of today's video, and if you did, please like, subscribe, and comment any suggestions for future videos that you would like me to create, or if you have any questions about today's video, then put them in the comment section and I'll answer them when I can. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.